Okay guys, thank you so much. Welcome back to Shamon's Kitchen. Today in the kitchen, guys, we are going to be making some good old oxtails. Okay, we're going to make these oxtails up for you. I'm going to show you all the ingredients. So while I'm doing this, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. I really will appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into the ingredients. I got my paprika. I got some chopped dry onions, seasoning salt, garlic powder, some cayenne pepper, and some browning. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Paprika here. So let me let you guys know, I already washed my oxtails off real good. I scrubbed them with some lemon and some vinegar just to make sure they were clean here. And now we're gonna go ahead and get it started. And I have my pot over here getting ready for the browning. Now you wanna season your oxtails real good because they're gonna be cooking for a while. They're gonna be boiling. Even if you bake them or put them on the grill, you want that seasoning to be soaked in. So sometimes you can sit them overnight or an hour or two and let the seasoning sit in. But today we're gonna do it like this, so I can show you guys how to make it if you don't already know how. Okay, and I also have a recipe for the oxtail soup. I want you guys to go in there and check that out as well. Okay, we want to go ahead and get this all massaged in. Get it all massaged in. You want to add that browning. You're going to add the browning to it to give it a little color. And we're going to go ahead, I got my Dutch oven pot preheating with some olive oil in it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and place these right on in the pot and get them brown, guys. See that sizzle? So you're going to go ahead and put them in there and get them brown. Make sure you got enough room. You don't want to overcrowd your pot. We're just barely making it, but this is good. Put that one in there, let's see. And we're going to get it all brown here. And I'm going to come back and show you guys. Okay, guys, so this is how your oxtail should look after you brown them for about 5 to 10 minutes, both sides brown. I got them cooking on real low, so I can go ahead and introduce you to my homemade gravy. I got olive oil getting hot in the pan, and I got my ingredients. I have a cup of chicken broth. You can use beef broth. I have 2 cups of flour, of course my olive oil, salt, and some garlic cloves. Now, some people want to chop up fresh onions to put in, that's fine, but we are going to go ahead and do this for the grits. Okay, y'all, come on in. Now, when you are making your gravy, you want to introduce your flour slowly, okay? So let's go ahead and introduce it slowly. Make sure your grease is kind of high temperature, getting hot. You want to fill it and make sure it's getting hot. And you want to introduce your flour very slowly, okay? And you're going to do some stirring here now. You want to get that brown and do some good stirring. And if you need to add a little bit more olive oil, like I'm going to do, just a little bit. And this is the key, guys. You got to keep stirring. Okay, so while that's getting hot and I'm stirring, I want to go ahead and put 2 in the middle, 2 small teaspoons of garlic. I'm going to introduce that with it. I wanted to kind of sear with it, okay? Smell those flavors. Then we're going to go ahead and add a little broth. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little broth, introduce it slowly. And you're gonna keep on stirring. The key, guys, is to keep stirring. I got a good old whisk here. If you don't have a whisk, get a good old spoon, spatula, and you gotta stir. And just a little bit more. And we're gonna stir. Okay, guys, so this is the consistency that you're looking for, right up here. Okay, here we go. So I kept stirring. I added some more broth. And so we're gonna say 2 cups of broth. I added some more broth and then a little bit more flour. And this is what we're looking for, guys. Now, it's a little thick, but it's gonna thin out once we add it to our pot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over and show you what we need to do. Okay. I'm going to incorporate this to the oxtails, the gravy, and I'm going to let it cook for about a good 2.5 to 3 hours. My gravy is going to thin out. Get you a spatula or a spoon and make sure you get it all over. There we go. Show you what to do. Mix it all up and get it all over. All the oxtails. It smells so good in here, y'all. I can smell the garlic and the seasonings coming through. Look at that. And we're gonna go ahead and add water. So you have to watch your oxtails. You just don't let them cook itself. You have to watch them, okay? You wanna make sure water gets all the way over. I'm gonna cut them on low, medium low. I'm gonna cover them with a top, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys. Okay, so now it's been cooking for at least 2 hours. 2 hours. See how brown the gravy is getting? And it's thickening up. So what I did, I added 2 cubes of bouillon. 2 bouillon cubes. Dropped it in there. It's gonna make it the gravy much smoother. And the oxtails are cooking to get a little bit more tender. And then once it finished, gravy get thickened up, I'm gonna come back and show you guys. Okay, guys, so I had them cooking for about 3.5 hours. Look at that. Fall off the bone oxtails. Look at that. Yes, the gravy, look at the gravy, guys. Look at the gravy. The gravy done got thick. Let me show you guys. Sorry. Gravy done got thick. Let me show you. That's how you want your gravy. Not too thin, not too thick. It got the onion flakes up in it. The dried onions instead of chopped up onions. There we go. Now I got my rice cooking. I chose rice, guys, instead of the grits today. So we're gonna do rice instead of the grits, okay? Let's go ahead and get this thing plated so I can show you guys what we got here. Look at that. Oxtails falling off the bone. Falling off the bone oxtails. Gravy. Homemade gravy. See how? So I kept them on medium. 3.5 hours. Now I do want to let you know, put salt. I didn't show you guys. Salt into your gravy and then pour it in. Okay, let's go ahead and show you. Look at that. Barely touching it. Barely touching it. Let me come up to the camera. So look at that. Okay, hot. It's tender, y'all. Look at that. The gravy is flavorful. Absolutely delicious. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Be blessed. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you guys for your time. Everybody be blessed.